Alright, guys. Alright, guys. Here I am. I haven't been making a video lately, but I thought, why not now? So here we go. Okay. Last Friday, I saw the Avengers the day it came out. Boy, it was packed. Nolan. Boy, it was packed. But I got a good seat. The 3D was awesome, and I just came into the movie like, is this movie gonna be good? Is this movie gonna be bad? I was really pumped for it. I mean, I don't know if it was gonna be good or bad. I was hoping for the best, and it sucked. I'm just kidding. It delivered. It was so awesome. I don't know what else to say about this movie. This is just amazing movie. Um, you have really the best like story for Avengers movie. Tony Stark is Iron. I mean, Robert Downey Jr. is Iron Man. Mark Ruffalo, I have to say, is my favorite of the movie because Hulk is my favorite superhero in Marvel's world, and I was really worried about it. But the CGI was awesome on the Hulk, and Mark Ruffalo did an awesome Bruce Banner. And like every single character got their own time. It wasn't like, oh well, that character didn't get that much less of a time. Everybody got their time. Everybody had their moment, and and it was all a build up to the action. It was like a whole build up. And I don't like Loki, but he did a really good job. The actor that played him this time, I mean, he played a really good villain. And then the whole robot army, and just it just was so awesome because you have like all these other movies into one, and it combined it so well. I mean, the sound effects to the music to the action and the performances. I mean, it was just so great. I mean, the whole movie was so great. I mean, there was no part where I was like, oh, this is boring. This is all right. Every part just blew my mind. I was completely blown away by every single moment. It is the best movie of the year, and it is just definitely worth going to see. Don't wait for Netflix or Blu-ray or DVD or something like that. Yeah. It just go see it. It's worth it. And I love the audience because everybody was clapping. I'm not gonna say what moment. I think you guys probably know, but there's a moment where um, someone is grabbing this character and doing this, psh, 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 and the whole audience was just laughing and clapping so hard. And then when the ending was done, everybody was clapping so much. And then when it showed the new villain for the Avengers 2, everybody was like, "Oh shit! It looks so that is gonna be so awesome." Boy, that was so great. And then at the end credits, you have all these characters eating, and I'm not a big fan of Joss Whedon, but I mean he did a really good job on this movie. And at the end, it was basically all these characters eating, and they didn't even talk to each other. And it's like that's how it would be if you had a long day doing all this action and defeating robots trying to save the world. Yeah, you're gonna get a little hungry. And just Tony Stark just introduces them to this place, and then they go there, and they're just eating it, not saying anything. They're just all quiet. That is definitely like one of my favorite parts of the movie. I mean, that was just so classic. It's like, oh, they're not talking about this and that. They're all quiet. They're all eating food. I mean, they're just like, because they had a long day at with what they did, and it was just all the CGI was top notch. I did not see any flaws at all in the CGI. Everything looked completely real. Everything looked so real, and it looked so well done. And I was a little worried about the 3D, but the 3D was really good. I really liked the 3D, and um, it's just awesome. You're just gonna have such a roller coaster ride experience. I mean, it's just so great. I haven't reviewed this movie when the day it came out because I wasn't really ready for that because I was just when I got back from the movie I was like this the whole weekend. That was my face. I mean, I was just like, wow, that movie was amazing. It was amazing. I mean, I don't know what to say about it. I mean, And that's all I gotta say about it. Every single moment I enjoyed. There was no moment like, oh, well, that wasn't that good. Every single moment was great. I've never had that with a movie. Um, is this the best super movie of all time? Yes, for Marvel. Is the best DC superhero obviously is The Dark Knight. Now you really can't say which one is better because they're both different universes and different stories and different characters. So you can't really compare them. The Dark Knight was great because because of the Joker, and then the Avengers is great because all those characters. Now, I mean, there are flaws in the Dark Knight, but the Dark Knight is still good. It's still an awesome movie, and just so awesome. It's like the Avengers. It's just like you can watch them any day and just love it. And yeah, I mean, um, I don't know. They've, the Dark Knight Rises and the Amazing Spider-Man has a huge competition with this movie. Wow. Don't get me wrong. I love Christopher Nolan. He is the best director of all time. But with The Dark Knight Rises, he's the way he's made Bane is just so terrible. I'll have to be honest with you. Bane looks terrible. He looks terrible. That's not how Bane looks like. And why do you gotta have such a villain like Bane for your finale? Your third big franchise Batman movie. I'm like, what the hell? Tom Hardy is a good actor, don't get me wrong. He's a really good actor. But he doesn't fit that performance. Why wasn't Tom Hardy just a cop in the movie or something like that? But no, he's gonna play Bane. And there's a few people that are like, oh, well, I can understand him. And those people are Scottish because Bane sounds like a Scottish robot. And then the whole prologue, crashing this plane. I'm like, why did he say it like that? I'm like, why didn't he say it like, crashing this plane? But no, he's like, crashing this plane. And I'm like, are you in shock? Are you regretting that you're going to crash this plane? I'm like, what? Um, it's ridiculous. I mean, he is gonna hurt the film so much, and he's not even. He's small. He's smaller than Christian Bale. How is he? How is he gonna be a threat? I mean, Heath Ledger was like the exact same height, if not taller, than Batman. I'm pretty sure Joker could do more damage to Batman than Bane can. I mean, Bane looks like a hobo walking. If I saw him walking the street, I'm like, oh, that's a hobo. I mean, he doesn't look like Bane. He doesn't look like he would be a threat. Or I mean, shouldn't he be like really tall in like a wrestler suit with like a mask, not like this thing? I'm like, what is this? I'm not gonna go into it because this is the Avengers review, but I wanted to talk about Bane. My worries about Bane and The Dark Knight Rises. But I mean, what are your guys' thoughts on Bane? I mean, he looks god awful. The movie's gonna be bad because of him. Maybe no one's fooling us, but basically, judging by the trailers, you know how the movie's gonna be. And Scarecrow, the guy who played Scarecrow, was awesome. Ra's al Ghul from Liam Neeson was awesome. Heath Ledger as a Joker is beyond words. And then Catwoman, Anne Hathaway. I love Anne Hathaway. She's a great actress, and she looks really cool in the role. I mean, she definitely fits it. I mean that's totally if that was Nolan's world, that's what Catwoman would be like. Um, I mean, she doesn't look like so awesome, but she does look pretty good. I mean, she's a lot like Black Widow, which is really cool. But it looks like all the other performances are going to be great. I'm pretty sure the story is going to be good. It's going to be well shot. But Bane, it ain't looking so good. I don't like the way he looks. I don't like the way he sounds. I don't like that they picked Tom Hardy to play him. It's not good. I mean, I saw the photos of Tom Hardy all like buffing up. He doesn't even look buff in the trailers. He doesn't look taller than Christian Bale. I'm like, and everybody's like, oh well, I don't know it, understand his voice. I don't understand why he looks like that. And everybody's like, oh, they're gonna make him taller, make him sound more clear in the editing. I'm like, he's not taller, and he's still. I don't understand what the hell he's saying when he was talking to in that theatrical trailer. Your punishment must be more severe. And I thought he was saying your punishment must be more. Your punishment is supposed to be some more or something. And I was like, what is he saying? And then I'm Gotham's right. And the dialogue with Bane, he's like, I'm Gotham's reckoning. When the fire rises, crashing this plane. Of course. I mean, what kind of dialogue is this? I mean, Bane. That's not how he's supposed to talk. I know he's not like. I know Bane's supposed to be really buff, and he's supposed to be intelligent. He's not supposed to talk like that. Crashing this plane. What the hell? I mean, just looking at it, he looks so terrible. I mean, I don't know. I mean, you guys might be pumped for that character. I'm not. I mean, I'm looking forward to the movie. Don't get me wrong. I'm looking forward to everybody except for Bane, which is the main thing you're looking forward to in a Batman movie is the villain. I mean, he just so terrible. He's an epic fail. I mean, just the whole crush of this Bane. I mean, what is this? He just sounds like a Scottish robot. He just sounds like a Scottish robot. That's all I gotta say. I mean, what is with that? I don't understand that. I mean, I don't know if you guys will agree with me, but he looks terrible. He sounds terrible, and that part of the movie's gonna suck because of him. And that's really sad because when I saw those pictures, I'm like, well, maybe it's building up to his wrestler suit, or maybe Bane's gonna get a mask later, or maybe probably Christopher Nolan will make him more buff in the editing room and make him sound more clear and make him sound more natural and more darker and more like how Bane should sound. But no, he looks and sounds the same as we saw in those production photos when they were shooting the film. It's gonna suck, that part. So we have a competition between the Avengers and Dark Knight Rises. The Dark Knight Rises may not be better than the Avengers. The Dark Knight Rises probably will have some amazing moments, really good action. It'll have really good performances aside from who. But the Avengers, just every character, everything was just so top notch. Everything was so believable. That's what I loved about the movie. So let's see what the Dark Knight Rises can do. But I don't know. I'm really disappointed in Bane. I'm not gonna like him at all when I'm watching the movie. I'm gonna be rolling my eyes just like, and I'm gonna be laughing just the way he sounds. He sounds so terrible and so funny. I'm like, what is this? So, oh hey Kevin. I'm just doing an Avengers review. Kevin, can you say anything about the Avengers?
It was awesome.
It was awesome. And what are your thoughts on Bane? I'm talking about Bane right now.
Very disappointing.
Wait, Kevin, come here. Ready? Carson's playing. Come here. We'll do the imitation. And 1, 2, go down. Look. Look up.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Crashing this plane. I mean, if you can make some quick thoughts on Bane right now, what could you say?
Very little at the
I can't hear you because of the water.
Alright, just a second. Very little at the comic or cartoon characters.
I can't see you.
Oh. Yes, you can. Just turn your head.
Well, on the video.
Can't you just hear my voice?
Yeah, I guess.
Very little like the comic or cartoon characters. Not much like a Batman villain at all.
Yeah. I don't know why he just didn't go with the Riddler. Did you think that Christopher Nolan was trying to make his own villain, and he thought Bane would be a good option? I mean and Kevin thinks The Dark Knight Rises can't top the Avengers at all.
No.
So, all right, that's about it, and I'll talk to you guys later. And that's my review of the Avengers and thoughts on Bane and The Dark Knight Rises. Okay, bye.